he just started saying that somebody needs your faith increased. You start thinking about what the Lord has done, and that's funny. The whole time I've been standing up here, that's what God's been reminding me of, that nothing is impossible for Him.
That's right.
And we know that in our head. But sometimes we get sidetracked and distracted, and we know that maybe God can do it for other people, but we forget that He can do it for us too.
Come on now.
And we forget that He did things in the past that were even greater than what we need Him to do.
Right.
And I started thinking about the lepers not long ago. I studied the passage where there's 10 lepers, and Jesus healed them. He told them to go show themselves to the priest, is what He did. He didn't lay hands on them. He didn't anoint them. He said, go let the priest show you clean, because back then you weren't cleansed and healed until the priest said you're free from leprosy.
Yeah, that's right.
So they went. They had the faith that, or they had something that they thought this man was telling the truth, and they went ahead on to the priest.
Yep.
And as they went, they were cleansed.
Yep.
So it wasn't immediately when Jesus said go. It wasn't when they got there. It was somewhere in between that point of Jesus and the priest.
Right.
And all of them were being cleansed. But one of them turned around and went back to Jesus because they recognized what He had done and Him as being the one who had done it. And that was the one person that He said, your faith has made you whole. The others were cleansed, but they weren't made whole. And I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard it preached one time that leprosy leaves scars and holes all in you because, it eats away at your flesh and everything. And I heard it preached that maybe those other 9 were healed, but maybe when He said that man is whole, it meant that He also restored what leprosy had taken away.
That's right. Come on now. Believe God for wholeness.
We get to where we don't want to turn back and give Him glory for what He's already done.
Right.
I was talking to somebody this week about the power of what you say and what you're listening to.
Come on.
About music. I've been working on this new CD and all that, and it refreshes me about the power that music actually has. People do not realize that the words and the music that you are pouring into your brain is literally forming channels in your brain. It is not just beats and words. This is stuff that has an impact on your entire attitude and your atmosphere and everything.
Yes, it does.
And what goes in will come out. And if the thoughts you're feeding yourself are thoughts of negative and thoughts of what's not been done and thoughts of what you still haven't got, you're healed from the leprosy, but you don't see the holes being plugged back up.
Yeah.
You turn around and praise God for what He's already done, and He might just fill those holes up.
Amen.
Because nothing is impossible for Him.
Amen.
But we get so sidetracked and so discouraged and so lost that we forget that.
Yeah.
So I don't know who, maybe it's for me more than anything, I don't know. But I went and last night we went to a service over in Cleveland. It was a healing service. Let me tell you, to remind you of what God can do, watch a lady that probably ain't walked in a good 10 years very healthily get up and walk across a big old church, and it might just do something for your faith, because that's what happened last night. And there was also another lady that got healed of cancer. She went back and went to the bathroom and checked herself and came back and said, there's no knots, there's no lumps, I can't feel anything. God touched her, and I believe God touched her. So if He can do that for somebody else, why can't He do it for you?
Amen. That's right. Praise God.
I hope this works. When Jesus came and walked this earth, His purposes were clear. Bring knowledge of the kingdom come to all who dwell down here. With miracles He proved His power, shaking unbelief. Impossible was nothing for the man from Galilee. He walked on the water, His voice calmed the sea. Impossible was nothing for the man from Galilee. He died the death He prophesied and came back on day 3. was nothing for the man from Galilee. His hometown didn't understand, they had such unbelief. Isn't this just Mary's son, Jesus from Galilee? But this man was God in flesh on earth, his power was heavenly, and impossible was nothing for the man from Galilee. He was taken by the soldiers from the garden where he prayed, beaten and then crucified. It seemed he met his fate, but after 3 days in the tomb, death's impossibilities had to release and give power to the man from Galilee. He walked on the water, his voice calmed the sea. Impossible was nothing for the man from Galilee. He died the death he prophesied and came back on day 3, proving impossible was nothing for the man from Galilee. Oh, he walked on the water, his voice calmed the sea. Impossible was nothing for the man from Galilee. He died the death he prophesied and came back on day 3, proving impossible was nothing for the man from Galilee. Impossible was nothing for the man from Galilee. Impossible, still nothing for the man